What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 173, and as you can see here, we've got a few emails, a couple player conversations, one from Bale and Sturridge. Sturridge says he's ready to get back, put him back in the first team, and also Bale says he's happy for all the play time. We also saw we got about £5 million for progressing to the Champions League finals. We also got a youth squad monthly report, which may not matter depending on how the season finishes, and we also do have a squad report here as well. So this will be one of the final squad reports of the season, if not the final one. You can take a look and see how the players are doing and in what positions they are improving on. And of course, in the last episode, you saw us get progress to the Champions League final, where of course we'll be taking on our former club Napoli in the final. That will be episode 175, which will be up tomorrow evening for you guys. I forgot my dates right, and that'll be a live commentary as well. And as you can see by the squad, I really feel like we had to get to the Champions League final this year because the reality is this squad is one of the best in the world. It's absolutely fantastic. There's talent in every position. There's strength in depth in every position, and we've got young talent breeding through as well. So it's a fantastic squad, and even with a long-term injury for Sturridge, our main striker, it'll still be fantastic. But with 6 games to go, we are 14 points clear of Chelsea, and we are 15 points of Liverpool with 6 games to go. So we are going to be winning the league title very, very soon. And as you heard me there talking about in the squad report, how I said we really should have won the league. How we really should have. We are a club that should be in the Champions League final. We should be competing for it. We're also a club that really should have won the league last year. We came into the Spurs job last year, and in the summer transfer window, we spent almost £100 million. Combined with the January transfer window, we spent, I think it was £107 or £108 million in total. And the fact that we only finished 4th last year was a massive letdown. And this season we got off to a really subpar start. You know, I spent big bucks on Gareth Bale at £32.5 million plus Koulibaly for a 30-year-old player, and he didn't get off to the best of starts. But since then he's been incredible, and since the early inconsistent start when we weren't playing quite well, we've just been fantastic. We've just been destroying teams. We've been in an incredible run of form. We've gone games after games after games of unbeaten streaks, and we've just been a fantastically dominant force. And because of that, this league has basically been won for many weeks now. You know, it's not like we're coming into the final 6 games and it's really close. It's not like even if we slip up, there's a good chance that Liverpool or Chelsea could catch up to us, because in reality they've got to win all their games and we've really got to lose most of ours. So the fact of the matter is, this league has been sewn up for at least a month, possibly even a month and a half now. And as we play these games here, we just know that at any moment the league is going to finish, and we're going to see, my maths is terrible, so I just knew that at any moment we'll see the notification in the news articles to say we've won the league. I wasn't able to work it out myself, but I knew that with each game, with each passing game we simulated, we'd eventually win the league. And that's why we did simulate these games, because the fact of the matter is, these games are so pointless. It's like, it's so obvious we're going to at least get a point, and even if we don't, it's so obvious that the teams behind us are so many points behind there, they're not going to be able to catch up. And because of that, we just kept on simulating. We beat Cardiff here in this game by 2-0. Bale actually got sent off, funny enough. And after we won this game, we did indeed see that news article here in the right of the screen, in the top right. As you can see here, Spurs win the Barclays Premier League title, and we have indeed secured the Premier League this year. And as I said, it was always going to happen. We knew it would happen. It's been known for at least 2 months now, really. We were going to win the title. As you can see, we've got 3 games to go with 14 points clear of Chelsea, who do have a game in hand, but even so, mathematically, Chelsea and Liverpool cannot catch us, which means we have won the league title with 3 games to spare. So fantastic achievement. To be honest, it should have happened last year. We should have at least been challenging for the title last year, but even so, I'm just glad we've done it this year, because I think failing to win the league title this year really would have seen us get the sack, because there's no way that Daniel Levy should be pumping in all this money and not expect the Premier League eventually. But we've won the league, and that's great. But we did play this game, the final league game of the season that we play. We've got 2 games after this, but this is the final league game of the season I played. The reason I play it is because this is the final league game before the FA Cup final, and as I want to simulate those 2 games in between the FA Cup final and Champions League to speed things up a little bit, I thought I would just play this one. And it's also a home game as well, which means that it would be the last chance for us to use Michael Dawson, who is of course retiring at the end of the season, so I gave him the captain's armband, rested the entire side of course, because I don't want to get any players injured for the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. So because of that, we rest the entire side. Almost took the lead there, but the shot hit the bar, but it was still 0-0. But in the 26th minute here, Aston Villa were looking to spoil the party as Burt got onto the ball here. Really good chance for him, but thankfully for us, Carl Darlow pulls off a great save, and it's still 0-0. But in the 33rd minute here, how about this? Michael Dawson captaining us in this game, trying to score a free kick with the long-term Spurs player, but unfortunately it was a good save by the goalkeeper Jed Steer. There would have been incredible actually had I actually scored a free kick with him, but still it's 0-0. And to be honest, I'm not going to lie, in this game I was just messing around really. I wasn't taking it seriously. I didn't really care whether we won, lost or a draw. I just wanted to have some fun and try and score a couple of nice goals. This would have been very nice, and it was very nice because there was a fantastic finish there by our man up top, and it's a great finish by, was that Anthony Wynn who scored a goal? I think it was. Very nice finish either way, and it's Spurs 1, Villa 0. So fantastic, nice piece of skill by Nasa Play there, or Play, I'm not sure if I pronounced that, the French holding midfielder. We got the new gen, and a very, very nice finish by Wynn as well, who I think scores his first Spurs goal, so how about that? But it's 1-0 here, but straight from kick-off, Aston Villa get on the ball. Sissoko chips it over the top, and Immobile puts the ball past Carl Darlow. So there was me just messing around, and straight from kick-off, Aston Villa go ahead and score. So you are most vulnerable when you score, that is true, but even so, that is a very, very sloppy goal for me to conceive. In the 49th minute here, we crossed the ball in. I was looking to get Dawson a goal here on his final game. I kept passing to him at every single opportunity here, and as I was getting the ball here outside the area, I took aim from range, and I couldn't believe it. Michael Dawson scores on what will be his final appearance in the Spurs shirt, at least that we play, and it's a fantastic finish as well. What a strike from just outside the area. You wouldn't really expect that from Dawson there. Not sure what his long shot stat is, but it certainly isn't very good, but even so, what a fantastic finish that is by the captain. No chance for Jed Steer, and I was just so pleased that Dawson would score, because in my my FIFA 13 career mode with Liverpool, I did get to score a goal with Steven Gerrard just before he retired for Liverpool, and so I was very, very happy to score one with Dawson for Spurs just before he did. They may not be regarded as big a legend, if you will, for what Gerrard is for Liverpool to what Dawson is for Spurs, but they're still legends at either club, and I was pleased to score with both. And in the 81st minute here, Anthony Wynn does double his goal tally as well to make it Spurs 3, Villa 1. So that would mean in our final league game of the season that we would play, we would manage to get ourselves a win, and that's going to be good for us as well, because it's good confidence, it's good motivation going into the finals, and of course I was just great to see Dawson score on his final game as well. But still 3-1, and in the 84th minute here, Aston Villa come forward. Burt gets onto the ball, rolls it forward towards Nathan Delfonso, and he does find the bottom corner. So Aston Villa, they weren't going to give up without a fight. They still wanted to spoil the party and possibly claim a point, but after that it was all Spurs, and if anyone was going to score that 6th goal, it was going to be us. And as Fries gets on the ball here, takes it round his man, keeps on going, nice little fake shot, rolls it off to the overlapping Alex Pritchard, crosses the ball in towards John Joe Fletcher, but his header is well saved by Steer. Pritchard crosses the ball back in, it's cleared away. Boris goes for the ball here, but it's cleared away by Villa, and eventually as Robinson gets dispossessed by Nasa Plea, he gets 2 bites of the cherry as he passes the ball on towards Boris. Boris plays the ball back to the holding midfielder, down the left hand side, gives it to Pritchard. Pritchard crosses the ball in towards John Joe Fletcher, but this time his header goes harmlessly wide, and it's still Spurs 3, Aston Villa 2, and that was how the game finished. So we would get the 3 points on what will be our last controlled and played game, if you will, for the Barclays Premier League season. Very nice to see the skipper Dawson signing off his Spurs career with a goal as well, and just very, very nice to wrap up the season with the 3 points there. So Spurs 3, Aston Villa 2, and yeah, the most important thing was that we had fun, and we also saw Dawson get a goal. After that, the board said that I want to acknowledge all the positive change and dedication we've seen from you, seen you bring to the club, and you're the right man to bring us forward, which is nice. So the board give us some positivity there, and then we see a scout report, which I think I rejected all of these but one player, but even so we reject a few of these players, and we sign a couple as well. But that does basically end this season off as we go into the FA Cup final against Sunderland. That episode will be uploaded tomorrow morning, so look forward to that. It will be a live commentary. So as always, guys, big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, so much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. And here is a teaser of the next episode, which is of course the FA Cup final against Sunderland, which will be live. So those 2 things I wanted to say early on, that response to all the comments. I can't respond to all the comments in commentaries the day after they come through, because as you heard there, I play a week in the future. So when you guys are asking questions, I've already got commentaries made for a new week. So yeah, that's why I can't answer them in the commentaries. But I always try and respond to comments. I always write stuff in the descriptions of videos. You should always check out the descriptions of my videos, and you should be able to get your questions answered there, or just ask me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at @doclanders. Ask me the questions there. There is a 90% chance I'll reply to you and give you the answer. So there you go. But talking to Twitter and questions, that was a lovely link there. Talking to Twitter and questions, as this is a live commentary, we do go ahead and answer questions from Twitter. So let's get down to those in just a moment. But yeah, thank you to all those that asked questions. Again, apologies that I can't answer every question, but I do get quite a lot of them.